He hadn't spoken to another human in almost 9 years. Not by choice, but because silence was the only thing that didn't betray him anymore. Up in the cold ridges of Colorado's San Juan Mountains, a man named Ethan Ward had built himself a quiet prison. A small wooden cabin. A loyal old dog. And a past he didn't talk about, not to himself, not to anyone. But one stormy evening, as the wind howled through the trees like it carried ghosts, he found something that would tear open the silence he'd spent years protecting. The sun had already sunk behind the pines when Ethan first saw her, a figure stumbling through the clearing, barefoot, clothes torn, hair tangled with leaves. At first he thought it was a trick of the light, but then she collapsed, right there in the mud, clutching a piece of fabric like her life depended on it. He rushed over. Her skin was cold, trembling, her lips moved, but only 2 words escaped. "Please, don't." Ethan froze. Not out of fear, but because those 2 words sounded exactly like something he'd heard before. Years ago, in Afghanistan. A voice he couldn't save, a life he couldn't protect. He pulled his coat off and wrapped it around her shoulders. She flinched at his touch, but didn't pull away. Under the porch light he saw it, her back, marked. Not cuts from an accident, these were burns, letters, symbols. Someone had done this to her. Ethan's stomach turned. Not because of the scars, but because of what they said without words. That she had been owned. Controlled. Branded by fear. He didn't ask questions. Just carried her inside. Gently. And laid her down on the old couch near the fireplace. The cabin was small. Smelled of pine and coffee grounds. He lit the stove, not for warmth, but to give the room a heartbeat again. The woman didn't speak. Didn't even cry. She just stared at the door, waiting. Like she expected someone to burst through any second. Ethan didn't sleep that night. He sat by the window, shotgun across his lap, watching the tree line. Every rustle, every snap of a branch made his pulse climb. By morning she whispered her first word since "please." Water. He brought it. Slowly. She drank, trembling hands holding the cup like it might disappear. Then she looked up at him, and for the first time, he saw her eyes. They weren't the eyes of a stranger. They were the eyes of someone who had seen hell and crawled back without permission. Her name, she said, was Claire. Over the next few days, pieces of her story began to fall into place. Not all at once, not even in order, just fragments, like broken glass you're scared to touch. She'd been working at a remote construction camp up north. Said the men running it weren't exactly legal, cash-only operation, no records, no questions. When she found out what they were really doing, trafficking women and undocumented workers for labor, they made an example out of her. She escaped on the 3rd night, barefoot, bleeding and running through the forest until she saw the smoke from Ethan's chimney. And that's when he realized she hadn't just stumbled into his world by chance. She'd survived her way there. 3 days later the quiet broke. Late afternoon, a pickup truck rolled up the dirt road. 2 men inside, faces hidden under baseball caps. Ethan knew their kind before they even spoke. One of them yelled, "We're looking for someone." Woman, mid-30s. Might have wandered this way. Ethan didn't answer. He just stood on the porch, coat half-buttoned, eyes steady. "Road's closed," he said. The man smirked. "Ain't asking about the road, old man." Ethan's dog started growling. The shorter man in the passenger seat reached for his glove compartment. And before the metal even glinted, Ethan's shotgun cracked through the silence. A warning shot. Clean into the dirt. The truck reversed so fast it nearly hit a tree. The men shouted threats, something about coming back, about how this wasn't over, but Ethan already knew. He went inside, checked the locks, then looked at Claire. She was crying quietly. Not from fear, but relief. For the first time, someone hadn't handed her back to the monsters. The next morning, Ethan made a call he hadn't made in years, to an old friend, Sheriff Cal Miller, who used to serve beside him overseas. By noon, Cal's cruiser was crawling up the dirt road, lights flashing softly. He took one look at Claire and didn't need another word. Within hours, the camp was raided. 7 arrests. 3 victims recovered. 1 small piece of evil erased. Claire stayed with Ethan for a few weeks after that. She helped fix the garden, cooked, sat outside during sunsets without fear, and slowly, silence became peace again, not punishment. Before she left, she told him, "You didn't save me, Ethan. You just gave me a place where saving myself was possible, he smiled. Sometimes that's all a person needs. Ethan still lives up in those hills. Still alone. But not lonely anymore. Every spring a postcard arrives. No name, just a photo of a flower field and 3 words. Still healing. -C. You see, not every story of pain ends with justice. But sometimes it ends with Tracy hope. And maybe that's what keeps this world from burning down completely. Because somewhere out there, another Claire is still running, and another Ethan is still watching the tree line, waiting for the day someone stumbles out of the woods, needing a door that stays open. If this story found a place inside you, don't let it fade. Share it, because these aren't just stories, they're reminders. And out here, in the quiet corners of America, some stories never really end.